Now let's talk about the contradictions that millions of young people live every day. A child spends 16 years in education, from primary school to secondary school to college or university. 16 years preparing for the future. Then they graduate. They begin to apply for jobs. The first thing they read is qualifications required. Now imagine if a student has failed also to meet these minimum requirements and he is reading qualifications required. Imagine a student who hasn't graduated. Now, those that have qualifications, they skip this because they already have the qualifications. 5 O-levels minimum, they have the 5 O-levels minimum. A degree in relevance, maybe accounting, agriculture, and also etc. They meet those requirements because they have the degree. But bear in mind of someone who has never had this kind of education or these degrees or these 5 O-levels. And then comes a statement, minimum 3 to 5 years experience. And suddenly 16 years of education are treated as though they don't count. 16 years of education. So let me ask a simple question. If education is supposed to prepare people for work, where were they supposed to get those years of experience? That's the crisis. We tell young people, go to school so you can get a job. They go to school, they earn qualifications, then we tell them, sorry, now you need experience. But experience comes from work, and work often requires experience. That cycle locks thousands of talented young people out of opportunities before they have even had a chance to prove themselves. You see, and for those who finally manage to gain experience, another challenge often appears. Some are offered salaries that don't really reflect the value they create. Others accept poor working conditions because they fear losing the only opportunity they have. Meanwhile, some employers choose people with less training because they can be hired more cheaply. The result is a labor market where talent is sometimes undervalued, experience becomes a barrier instead of a bridge, and desperation can make exploitation easier. This isn't simply an employment problem, but rather is the consequence of a system where education, industry, and workforce development are not designed to work together. Imagine this. What if we changed the system? What if students didn't spend 16 years collecting qualifications, but 16 years building competence? Think about it. Imagine graduating with real industry experience, a portfolio of projects, businesses you have built, innovations you have created, problems you have solved, references from industries, and the confidence that comes from doing the work, not just studying it. Then employers wouldn't be asking, do you have experience? Because your education would have already produced that. So, the crisis isn't that graduates lack potential. The crisis is that our education system often asks students to spend 16 years preparing for work, yet too many still leave without the experience the work demands. Education should not prepare students to look for opportunities. It should prepare students, or it should prepare them to create value, demonstrate capability, and seize opportunities from day one. Thank you.